10?
Yeah,
Wow.
to see a 3D picture.
Oh,
And my grandmother lived in Cleveland, so I thought, well, I think I'd go visit her. That didn't work out too good either.
How old were you then?
I was probably in the 7th grade, 8th grade. Well, it was after I went back to Kirtland, because it was with Kirtland. So I was in the 8th, 9th grade.
So your
So
class
school-
went to
You
see
went for
them.
a school
The
trip?
class went to see it, and I got a bus.
do you remember what the
She
play
lived
was,
on
or the?
150th Street.
Ooh.
Do you remember what the movie was?
I remember it was like jungle, they were shooting
Like a Tarzan movie or
Tarzan
something?
movie, they were throwing spears, and you'd jump and, because it was a 3D movie.
Yeah.
Did you get in trouble with the school?
Oh, I did,
No fear, no hesitation.
because they took account, and they were one short, so they wouldn't leave.
Like, did it not occur that you'd get in trouble, you just went to
I
visit?
just decided to go see my grandma.
Was she living there or was she in the hospital at the time?
She was living there,
Okay.
west 150th Street,
Oh,
Camp Corners,
West side.
So you went from Allen Theater to that?
yeah.
But you knew the way.
I
That's
was just
pretty
gonna
good.
say, yeah, that's impressive.
Most people,
See,
that's
eighth,
before
ninth grade, I
GPS.
mean,
Long way.
I was gonna ride from the valley out to my mom's in Euclid on my bicycle at that age, so. But, yeah.
So I remember when I was very little, I decided to run away from home, and so I ran over to Grandma's house, Grandma B's.
Oh,
I was probably only 4 or 5. I was not very old. I wasn't in school yet, and I showed up there so proud that I knew my way there. Grandma goes, "Your mom know you're here?" I go, "Nope." She bent me over, gave me a paddling, and then said, "Now go back home." Like she's not gonna walk me home. She goes, "You go back home." And by the time I got home, I got another paddling. Oh, tell us about high school adventures. Wasn't there one involving a motorcycle?
There was.
only one?
At least one.
On the last day of school, we always had a picnic.
What grade are you in now?
I was in the 9th grade,
Okay.
and I had a motorcycle, Harley 125. And there's three of us had Harley 125s. Ken Roskus, Larry Reichert, and me.
Oh.
Larry Riker.
Three
I know-
amigos.
I know Larry Riker.
And so we would ride around once in a while, but
Probably terrorizing the neighborhood.
they had a picnic on the last day of school, and some kind of a sports day where everybody would
Yeah.
race and all
Like
that
field
stuff.
day, yeah.
Field day. And I wasn't much of a field day guy. And so I skipped that part. But I came back to school. I was home because I was just within walking distance of home. And I came back, and the principal met me, and he says, "How come you left the welder out?" I says, "I didn't use a welder." And they said, I was told that Ken was welding on his motorcycle. I said, "Well, I wasn't welding on my motorcycle." And he says, "You called me a liar?" And I said, "Well, I didn't weld on my motorcycle." And so he had a paddle, and he's going to give me a paddle. And he said, "Assume the position." Doug McClintock.
That was the principal?
Yeah. And so I said, "No, I'm not going to." I says, "Because I didn't do anything wrong." so he hit me with his fist.
The good old days.
And,
What? Like in the face?
yeah, got a black eye. And so that pretty much ended my school days. I didn't like school after that.
Wow.
So it was
So-
Ken Roskus that had the welder out?
Yeah,
Our gym teacher.
but he was one of the good guys. He was an athlete.
He never brought that up, I know.
Don't think I would either.
Wow.
So,
He gave me a C in math, or in gym because I wouldn't go out for football.
Oh, well.
What's, now Larry's the only one left of those two, right?
Yeah.
Ken passed away. So did you and Larry go up to any mischief, or was it just?
not a lot. No, Larry was a pretty good guy.
Still is. Yeah.
Still is.
Yeah, still is.
I can't